Everything that could have gone wrong here did. My first plan was to try and use Pollymorph, which is this amazing material. They look like these little plastic beads, and it is a kind of plastic. You just put it in a bowl, fill it with hot water, and then it will melt down into this very malleable plastic. You can see in the center where it's really hot, it's gone nice and transparent, and on the outside where it's still warming up a little bit, it's still white. And you know that it's completely ready to use when the whole thing goes transparent. And sometimes this takes a round or two of boiling water before you can pull it out, and it will take a while before it goes solid again. And my plan was to take it out, roll it in as much of a round shape as possible, and then once it was in that nice sweet spot in between too hot to put in your face and just starting to harden, I was going to pop it over the face. I was going to use the cling film to keep it from getting stuck to my hair and taking my hair with it. But the problem is that when I made it as a big piece, every time I tried to take it out, because it's quite stretchy when it's very, very hot, it would just fold and stick to each other. So when that didn't work, I thought, okay, I'm going to use air clay. And this is also an amazing material. It behaves like clay. You can use your hand roughly as an idea to see how close it is to the size of your face, since your face normally will fit two hands quite comfortably over it. And I draped the whole thing over my face, cling film over my hair as usual, and then used a spoon to cut out the eye holes. And then I sat like that for 2 hours in the evening waiting for it to dry. And after all that, I was left with an absolute floppy monstrosity. So while this is an amazing material, in this particular case, it wasn't the right thing. So at this point I thought, you know what, we're going to give the Pollymorph one last try, and this one worked. What I had to do was I had to take it in smaller chunks. So unfortunately at this point it all melted into a big bunch, so it took a while to get it all malleable again. But I did it in small chunks. First I started with the nose, take a small blob, flatten it out with your fingers, and then press it slowly around your face. So I worked from the nose, then worked my way out, tied my hair back. The same trick with a cling film, just to make sure that none of my hair was out and ready to get eaten by the Pollymorph. But one step that I did forget, which is a rookie error, is I didn't put any kind of Vaseline or oil over my eyelashes and eyebrows, and you will see why that's important later. Unlike the air clay, this dries fast, and the last thing I did was the eyes, because obviously I need to see. So I did one eye at a time before just pulling the whole thing off, and I have this beautiful, creepy looking cast. And as you can see, it took my eyelashes and a few of my eyebrows. But then the next problem I had to tackle was, even though it did take a very good cast of the general shape of my face, there were all these little divots in between the pieces that I'd layered on top of each other. So I thought, you know what, we're going to do this just like they used to take the death masks of people like Napoleon Bonaparte, and we're just going to fill in those gaps with wax before making another sheet which is going to go underneath with the rest of the Pollymorph, and then I'm going to fill it up with stone powder. So my first try was an absolute disaster. The second one was way better, a lot firmer, and it was very, very easy to cast it. All I did is put it in a bowl, put some towels around it so that just in case anything needed any reinforcement, it had that, before mixing the stone powder with as little water as it could manage to make something that would dry quickly and would also be very, very hard. And 3 hours later, I was able to just peel it apart. This was a little tricky, and you do want to be careful because things like the nose are especially vulnerable to just snapping off. But I still had a little bit of a problem where those divots where I'd layered the Pollymorph, I hadn't quite filled them up perfectly with wax, but it was nothing that a small little chisel couldn't fix. These are just cheap little woodworking chisels. You could also use a sharpened kitchen knife if you want. And once I'd taken all the lumps and bumps off, it was time to fill in any of the holes and the divots. So I took the remaining piece of the plaster and I just went over that with my finger before smoothing it all down with a wet cloth. And that's it, I'm done. That's all I needed to do to make a cast which is going to fit my basic eye shape and face, and now I can make some amazing masquerade masks for my future looks.